All right, today we're going to learn about the weather. First, I'm going to teach you the difference between rain, snow, sleet, and hail. Do you know the difference, or would you like a review?
I know the difference.
Would you like a review?
Sure.
All right. Rain develops when growing cloud droplets become too heavy and remain in the clouds, so they have to fall to the ground. Hail is large frozen raindrops produced by intense thunderstorms, where snow and hail can live together in a central updraft. As the snowflakes fall, the water freezes and forms into things called ice pellets. Do you know what that is?
No.
You don't know what an ice pellet is?
Mm-mm.
Well, you're about to know. An ice pellet will grow and grow and grow until it becomes hail, and then it will fall from the sky. Next, we're going to learn about snow. Snow is ice crystals that collect on each other, and then they will fall to the surface. Temperature will become below freezing, which is why snowflakes are frozen. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Sleet is kind of like an ice pellet, but stones and sleet occurs when the warm layer of air lies above below freezing. Sometimes it is even referred to as glaze. Next, we're going to define air mass and describe how they are classified in relation to air masses. Describe why Oklahoma is susceptible to tornadoes. We don't like tornadoes, but we get a lot.
Yes.
Air mass is a large body of air whose properties of temperature and moisture and humidity, as you would call moisture, at a given altitude are fairly similar in a horizontal direction. So, do you know what horizontal is?
Yes. It's the way the horizon is facing, like horizontal.
Good job. What's vertical?
Vertical is like up and down, straight up and down.
Good job. There are 4 general classifications of air mass. It's polar, tropical, continental, and marine. Can you guess what any of those are?
Is polar in the polar area, like Arctics, and then the tropical in like the hotter areas.
Yeah, by the equator.
Yeah, and then the
Continental.
Continental is over like
Large land masses.
and then the
Marine.
marine is over water.
Yes,
Water.
you got that right. And then the reason why Oklahoma is so susceptible to tornadoes is because the Great Plains allows cold air from up north, so the Arctic, to come to the south, and then we're getting warm air from the Gulf of Mexico, and when those come together, they start to spin and spin and spin until we get what?
A tornado?
A tornado. And the last thing I'm going to teach you is, why is lifting of air important? Do you even know what lifting of air is?
No.
Well, you're about to find out. Most clouds form when air is cooled to a dew point as a parcel of air rises vertically. So which way?
Vertically, like this.
All right. There are 4 lifting mechanisms that form clouds. Orographic lifting, that's a hard one. Convection, convergence, and updraft. Orographic lifting, do you know what that is?
No.
Orographic lifting is when air cannot go through a mountain, and so it flows over it. Frontal lifting is when less dense air is forced to rise over cooler, denser air as weather fronts move. Most common in which season? Winter! Convection is when solar energy passes through the atmosphere and heats the surface. So it's kind of like a convection oven, so it's cooking all around it. When the air becomes less dense than the air around it, making it rise. Like baking. Heat rises. Convergence is lifting air near the surface, and it'll flow together and it pushes upwards when it is squeezed together. The rising air is all lifting mechanisms causing an updraft, which keeps cloud particle suspended in the air. So did you learn a lot today?
Yes.
Wow. Well, thank you for listening.